What's going on, everybody? First video of the year, 2023. Starting off with something kind of different, not very well known, and this is by Manly Knives, and this is the Peak. This company's been around for a few years. I just got this in the mail today. They are out of Bulgaria. It's Bulgarian made knife. This model is in a very special steel, S90v, one of my favorites. This is a lockback design, and so far, I mean, I've only had it a couple hours, but I feel like it's really solid made knife. But we'll get into that. Let's start with the box. What all comes in the box. Obviously the knife. It wasn't wrapped up anything special. You also get a little cardboard detail sheet. Strange that they say this knife is not a tool, but you see, you got Manly BG, email, address in Bulgaria. You have all the different specs, different steels. There you go. I will say the weight is 3.7 ounces, somewhere in that range. Just so you know, since all that is in metric. But it is about I believe it's close to 4 ounces. And then the blade length is 375, 3.75. The handle's around 5 inches. Overall, this is a very similar knife to the Spyderco Endura, since I have it right here. Well, let's get rid of that box. Very similar, and I'm gonna hold them. Very similar in size and shape and form. A little bit more belly on the blade on the Manly knife. More of a blocky handle. The price on this thing is what's really attractive to me. I bought this out of Europe on a site called Lamnia. I bought it and paid $20 for shipping, but the knife was from Finland to Georgia here in the United States in 3 days. I ordered it on Sunday. It's Wednesday. It's in my hands now. That's pretty dang awesome, because I've ordered many things off US websites. It takes a week to 10 days, even with upgraded shipping. So that's pretty good. The knife was $74, and shipping was like $26. Everything you buy is in euros, and I guess whenever you buy it, converts to USD. So there's that. This is just an overview. Obviously not a review. I just got this. The knife is reasonably sharp. I'm gonna try to see if I can find something in here to cut with. I haven't cut anything yet with it. I've shaved hair off my arm, so there we can start with that. We'll go over a few things I have noticed. This back spacer is not completely flush to this scale. And then, see if I can pick it up. Right here. No, that's not dust on the blade. Up here is. But you got kind of a fuzzy spot or hazy spot in the belt finish on this knife, which very apparent. They finished this with a Scotch-Brite belt. I really do enjoy the angle. It's not a straight grind, and it's not a 90-degree grind. It's shouldered, and it's a nice swoop. The opening hole feels nice. Very reminiscent of a Spidey hole in feeling, but obviously it's an oval. It's oblong. More belly, like I said. In hand feels very similar to the Endura. I don't have huge hands, but that push grip, pull grip feels good. Reverse grip feels good. pocket clip. Oops, sorry. Pocket clip is a spoon style clip, but it is a deep carry clip. You see it is very reminiscent of Spyderco as well. The hardware appears to be T6 with a T8 pivot. But to me, this knife is $74 with S90V steel. Sorry about that. That is just a great value. I can't think of anything else that's S90V this cheap. So time will tell with the heat treat if this is truly a good knife. It's super thin behind the edge, and everything I've read shows that this will be a good knife with a solid heat treat, and feels really good in the hand. Definitely not a hard use knife. This is a cutting tool, even though the box says it's not a tool, but I find that weird. But I'm sure it has to do with this being produced in Europe, because I'm not sure the knife law is there, but I know it's different there than it is here in the US. So it'll get tested out at work. I like that there's a little road jimping right here, so it helps lock your finger in. There's none up here, none anywhere else on the knife except for right here where about where your index finger is going to go. While I got it, here's another size comparison. This is the Buck 110, probably the best lockback to compare any other lockback to. So you can see that this is a large knife, because the Buck 110's a fairly good sized knife. You can see the Buck 110 comes in the acute point, as does this. So obviously you're not going to be prying, or, well, being that this S90V steel, you're not going to be doing a whole lot of hard use, because this is slightly less tough steel. That being said, S90V Mannix I did several things. I'll put it to you like this. If you're skinning an animal, a bone will chip it, or more or less it really rolled it with slight microchipping, but I was able to get them right out, at least on Spyderco's S90V on the Mannix 2 lightweight. Anyways, so yeah, just a little overview. This feels like a good knife. Feels like it's gonna be a solid user. I like that. I wouldn't say it's a selling point that this made in Bulgaria. I've never seen any other Bulgarian knives, so that's unique. Kind of an oddball knife you don't see a lot. I do believe in the US these are distributed by Boker. I remember seeing that a few years back, and then they also are sold on Boker's website as well. I'm not sure how many US websites have these things in stock. Your best bet would be order from Lamia or any other European distributors. There's that. But yeah, a little quick overview. I'll do an update eventually on how the knife holds up. But yep, thanks. See ya.